So let me share with you what I do when I farm as a rogue with herbalism to make between 45 and 50 gold an hour. As you see, I'm in Scarlet Monastery, and I come here to pick up the herbs in the chests, and then whatever else drops, and then that's basically it. Well, tutorial over, I'm done. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is run into the graveyard, and I'm going to tag the interrogator here, and probably the Pat too, because why not? And gonna hit him a few times, get a few combo points, and then we're gonna take those combo points over to the next group that's guarding the chest that we want, and then use slice and dice, and then pop our cooldowns, and then just blow everybody up. And this is kind of the fun part. You get to blow all your cooldowns and kill a bunch of things, which is nice. It's nice to have a big group of enemies that you can kill. It's fun. Now, you don't need to be geared to do this. I don't even think you need to be level 60 to do this. Maybe if you do it the way I'm doing it right here, you got to be level 60. I don't know. But this is a very easy farm. You could probably even do this whole thing in the mid-50s if you wanted to. Make the same gold. And you'll still get this all done in about an hour or less. So, kill all them. And the reason I kill the interrogator is because he drops an item almost every time that sells for 40 silver. So that's 40 silver mob right there. Why not kill him? Get the chest, and as you saw, before I was even picked everything out of the chest, I just started going. As soon as I see the items, I run. And you're going to get them. You're going to get all the items if you do that. Just have auto loot on, and you're fine. Run up the stairs, and there's going to be 3 spots where you can pick up herbs. They have a 50-50 chance to spawn either grave moss or king's blood. I don't even bother with the king's blood. I just pick up the grave moss. And yeah, sometimes you'll get 3 grave moss, which is great. But sometimes you'll get 3 king's blood, which stinks because you'll come all the way up here, look around, see nothing, and have to leave. But on average, you're going to get, 15 grave moss per run and 20 fade leaf per run. And they both sell for about 10 gold a stack on my server, which means you're going to get about 7.5 gold worth of grave moss per 5 runs of this, and about 10 gold worth of fade leaf, amongst other things, of course. So I have a macro that I'm spamming here, and I found them. Hey, there's a rare spawn in here. The macro is just target. There's 3 different rare spawns in here. One is ironspine, one is azshir, another one is fallen champion. Very easy macro to make. And then /TM space 6 will put the square over their head. And the reason I like the square is because it's the easiest one of the marks to see, at least for me. So there it is. We're going to go kill him. And he just drops, stuff to sell. That's it. So he can drop a weapon that sells for, I think, around 90 silver. A chest that sells for about 50. And we got the chest, and he also drops a ring that sells for like 30-ish, maybe 40. So, one thing I didn't mention is the first chest in this place is static. It's always down at the bottom where I killed all the mobs. And then the second chest has 3 spawn locations, one where I got it, and then across the other side of the room, I got it on the left side, and then there's one on the right side, or it can be at the very end by the last boss. And if it's by the last boss, I'll still go get it, because the last boss can drop items that sell for between 20 and 50 silver, so whatever. Another thing that's nice about the chest is it has a pretty good chance to drop a blue. I get blues pretty often. I'd say maybe once out of every 8 to 12 runs, I'll get a blue. I've gotten 2 blues in the same chest twice. One time it was 2 rings, one time it was 2 weapons. I don't know. There's a correlation there or not, but hey. So after the graveyard, which is probably the longest wing, we go into the armory, which is definitely the shortest one. There's 1 chest we want and 1 herb we want, and that's it. So we're going to stealth by these. We're going to kill them on the way out, because there's going to be some time in between our cooldown usage, and might as well use it to kill a few mobs. So our fade leaf is here, our chest is right here, and this chest has 2 spawn spots. If it's not here, it's going to be downstairs and around the corner, not too far. So no matter where this chest is, I always grab it. use your blade flurry, and hopefully the mob, no. Mob doesn't always run that way, but that's fine. That just means we don't have to fight the two on the way out, because, I mean, we have downtime to kill an extra mob, so might as well be this one. Alright. Because by the time we make it to the next chest in the library, Blade Flurry should be just about coming off cooldown. That's why we kill an extra mob. If the chest is up here, if it's downstairs, then I don't bother killing these two right here. But now we don't have to. So let's go. So the library has 2 chests and 1 Fade Leaf. Again, the first chest is going to be static, which is nice. It's always in the same spot. And the last chest has 3 different spawn locations. It can be around the corner and then the next room, the room after that, or it can be all the way at the very end. And if it's all the way at the very end, sometimes I skip it because it's a long walk, a lot of stealthing. And the last boss isn't particularly worth killing. He doesn't drop anything like high, like items that are worth a lot, and he's kind of a pain in the butt too. He bubbles and all this stuff. So if it's in the first 2 spots, then I'll go get it, but not the last. So get the herb on the grassy area here, and then there's a path there that I had to stealth for. I'm just gonna stay stealth. The next chest is right around the corner here, and it looks like Blade Flurry is going off cooldown right at the right time. That's cool. Now there's a path that can also walk in here, so you gotta watch out for that. But the mobs in here generally have very low health. They go down really quick. The galleons go down real quick. They can stun though, so watch out for that. Alright, no pat, that's cool. So get the first static chest here. And then we're gonna go get the last one. And that'll be it. Just gonna weave in and out of around these mobs here. And hopefully it's in the first room. There it is. Alright, cool. So this is it. Last chest. Just gonna kill these mobs. And then we'll run out, and I'll show you how I run out, and also my macros that I have here. Now, I wish there was an add-on to delete all the junk that you get, because you get a lot of stuff in these chests, like apples and things like that aren't really worth anything. But I have macros to delete them. I'm guessing at some point somebody's going to make an add-on where you can just throw items into it and say, look, every time I pick this up, just delete it. That would be really cool. Oh, we got a blue. Unfortunately, not a good blue. The high-ticket blues that I've gotten Tiger Strike Mantle 3 times, which sells for about 50 gold-ish. I mean, the high-ticket ones vary for gold. We're going to sprint right here. And when you sprint there and take this path, you'll just make it out of here as your sprint runs out, which is nice. But besides the Tiger Strike Mantle, I've gotten a rich purple silk shirt pattern a few times. That sells for about the same amount. So that's it. You run out, you reset, and then that's it. Took me about 9 minutes. Do that 5 times, and you'll have time to go to your alt and sell. So there's the first rare macro that I use. Okay. Target ironspine, azshir. And the last macros are very complicated, so you're going to have to look them up yourself. But you see my bag, you see all the stuff in it. When I press the buttons to delete them, everything that's not worth 10 silver, everything under 10 silver, I should say, is just going to go away. So here we go. See you later, everything that isn't worth anything. And while I'm running around, I like to organize my bag. I put everything that I'm going to send to my banker alt at the bottom. And I sell everything I'm going to vendor at top. I usually do this while I'm playing, but I wanted to show you exactly what I do at the end here. And that's basically it. I think that was my 3rd run. So I got 2 more to do. And by the time I'm done, my bag should be pretty full. And as you can tell, like at the bottom of my bags, I have my Hearthstone and my mount and my rogue stuff. And that's it. Everything else is in my bank to make room for this grind, because a lot of the money that you make is picking up items and vendoring it. That's what the chests are for. The herbs are nice for sure, and then the extra stuff that you can sell in the auction house is also nice. But you do need a lot of bag space for this, and the macros to delete all the crap really do help. But yeah, that's it. 45 to 50 gold an hour. It's pretty easy. I like it. Yeah, try it out if you're rogue with herbalism. I think it's pretty good.